What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking the 727 for another spin, but this time I will be going from Fort Worth to LAX. So that'll be about a 3 to 3.5 hour flight. So sit back or relax. Don't forget to buckle up, go to drill and everything, and we will get into it. So let's go ahead and start by briefing our flight plan. And did want to look at something. Okay, all right. All I wanted to see is that my recorder, which is OBS, was recording the entire screen. All right, it is working. All right, perfect. Oh yeah, it did open. It doesn't matter. So here's our flight number, by the way, American 3317. And for our flight today, we'll be up to 320. Flight altitude. Block fuel is almost 41,000. And it's a route and everything. We will be taking off. We can expect to take off 17 rights. And onto the Worthy 1 departure. And the rest is filed since they've gotten clearance from the auto agency. Since there are no controllers online monitoring Fort Worth at the moment. Alright. For today's flights, we will be taking 140 passengers, and our takeoff weight, that will make our takeoff weights close to 175. And if we take a look at our weather, we can determine whether or not we need to take more fuel. But here's our weather for today. Not too interesting, just some calm weather. So clear skies and everything. Winds, we only have 9 knots of tailwind. And we have an altimeter of 3002, a temperature of 33. So the weather is pretty good. Except there is a storm that's pretty much passing, so we have a wet runway, wet surface. Alright, for our destination and everything. Typical winds in LAX. So we will be getting a 15 knot tailwind coming down onto runway 25 left. And we don't really have any clouds, so pretty boring weather. And for our alternates, the winds do get pretty interesting. So we have winds gusting up to 22 knots. And we have some broken clouds at 25,000 feet, so we could expect a storm if we have to divert to our alternates, which is Ontario. Alright. So that's what we will be looking at as far as the weather. And for our map information, our turbulence information, here's where things do get a little bit interesting. So we can expect a bumpy arrival, a little bit of a bumpy arrival. We have severe turbulence coming in to LAX. A jet stream at flight level 360, and we have number 1 all the way up to flight level 400. So we can expect a smooth flight up until our arrival. So that's what we will be considering. Well, we will be looking at, rather. So in that case, I could actually consider adding a little bit of extra fuel, and I will go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and do that now. Alright. Let's import the data. And we can add a little bit of extra fuel. Let's add into the center tank. Alright, up to 42,000. And we will take that. Okay. At this point we can start refueling, so let's go ahead and do that.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Alright. So now let's go ahead and enter our flight plan. Let's go ahead and import it. Call it a day. It does take a moment. And I don't know why the transponder is on. And I accidentally just set that value. And what just happened
Fuel
here?
truck is in position.
Oh, there it is. That's the entire flight plan. Okay. Alright, flight plan's in there, and our squawk code. Let's go ahead and take a look at vPilot. Our squawk code today will be 3025. And we're all cleared as filed once again. Alright. Let's go ahead and get in our performance information. And today I will try to use this takeoff calculator. Let's see what we get. What just happened? Runway 17 right. Yes, that's correct. And we're taking flaps 15. Temperature is 33. And we have a wet surface. So let's go ahead and enter that. And information is right in there. So to call it a day, I'll just go ahead and do that. Wait, and do we have a landing performance calculator? Oh, yes, we do. I did not even realize this is the last flight I did. That is okay. I will use it this flight. But they're going to take off speeds, so very good. All right. Let's make sure our takeoff weight is correct. 195. That's what we are expecting for today. Takeoff weight is 174. Oh, but the max is 188, so that is above the max. But I am adding a little bit of extra fuel, so I'll select the takeoff weights to be. Let me redo that. What did I just do? 33. Because I cannot edit this at all. Hmm. This flaps 15. Flaps 15 is the limit, so look at this. Oh, that's just the limits. Alright, alright. I'm over here getting confused. My first time using this takeoff calculator, so but yes, the speeds are indeed correct. The altimeter though is my APU just died. Hey, what's going on? I don't know why it always does that. Hmm. APU just died. Okay. External power. Until further notice. Cause I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna leave it off for now. Yep. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and set the EPRs. Almost forgot about that. EPRs, where are they? EPR and trim. Oh, there it is, already set. Perfect. Alright, so we don't need to worry about that right now. Alright, our performance data is set, so... Oh yeah, let me take a look at the fuel, the progress on it. And look at that. 3 flights. What's going on with the fuel? Hasn't started. So what's going on? So I'll just fast forward through that. The fuel truck never even came, so... Integration issues. But sporting works better, much better. As far as the integration goes.
Boarding requested.
Before I request boarding, I should get the APU running again. I should have done that. See if I can start it real quick. Alright, there it is. Alright, APU is ready now.
Passengers boarding starting.
There we go, there we go. And the lights are back on and everything. And let me recycle the packs. Alright, there we go. Perfect. And at this point, let me use the crew manager to do the pre-flight check. All right, while passengers are boarding, you can now go ahead and brief through our departure and everything, and cross-check everything. Cross-check all of our information.
Fire bell test completed. Annunciator panel tested.
Oh, and also another thing.
Euronav and compass source set to
Oh yeah, 3002 on the 2002 on the takeoff config. Oh, I said
main panel lights
3004.
checked.
Yeah, that's what I meant to check for.
Throttle warning horn tested. Fire bottle transfer switch
That
set.
changes the speeds just a little bit.
Pre-flight checks complete.
There we go. Pre-flight checks completes. The top altitude on the departure is 10,000. 1002. Okay, what's going on? There we go, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get on with our briefing. So, you're taking the Worthy 1 departure out of here. And our briefing is just to simply climb where we're heading. So, you're taking 17 right, and you're going to climb our assigned heading, which would normally be 190 coming out of Fort Worth off of 17 right. So we can expect 190 as it says over here. So let's go ahead and pre-select that. 90, okay. Is right there, right there. And let's make sure we have all of our points here. So we have Maverick. Maverick first, and then Pod, Millsap, Bach, and Texaco, and route. All right, perfect. That is all of the waypoints. Very good. Our at altitude 320. So let's set that up on the pressurization computer, and that gives us a cabin altitude of 4.4. Okay, why is it scrolling backwards? And our landing altitude too, we can set 610 feet, rounded up is 606. In case of a diversion, back to the airports. Alright, it's perfect. Let me go ahead and set up the flight recorder. So our off block is 2350. And today is the 27th. 27. Alright, perfect, perfect. Alright, the briefing is complete. And we're about yep. Perfect timing. We're just about finished boarding. We're just finished boarding, so and we're finished all of our briefing. Finished going over our paperwork, so we can go ahead and go through our before start checklist and get the plane moving. Alright, hydraulic power, we can start with that. The flight controls are all guarded, very good. The anti-skid is off to departure. All warning. Shakes, very good. A recorder. All nav switches over here are in the neutral position. Fire detection switches, norm, and cargo fire test is good. Yep, and the auto brakes, RTO. Emergency exit lights are on, armed rather. Signs, cabin signs, and we can go ahead and test the lights. Window heats. Okay. There we go. And we can do the light test. Alright, perfect. Anti-ice works. Cowls. There's the test of valves. And lights off and then back on means the transition was complete. So we can turn them back off. Propeats work. And we can turn them back off now. Now see their light test. Good. Videos, we can go ahead and set them. We're on Unicom, no controllers in Fort Worth at the moment. And we can go ahead and put guard on standby. Perfect. Alright, so that brings us to the main panel. And we should be complete on everything. So let's just go ahead and brief over it. The blocks are set. Comparator checked. Altimeter is set 3002. Compass is on, so you can check it. The horizon is centered. Our initial altitude is set 10,000. EPRs are set. And everything is set for our first officer. So we are good on the main panel. And last but not least, let's come over here to our beautiful engineering panel. This auto thing is modeled in the passenger version of the flight sim, or FSS. I keep forgetting what it stands for, 727, which we are flying now, of course. So all of our lights are working. Oxygen is normal. AC generator drive switches are in. Electrical panel switches are in the neutral position, all of them. We can turn on forward pumps and close the center valve and transit valve. Alright, let's get on our radios. There we go. Fuel heats. Lights are working. Hydraulic system A, both pumps are on. System B, we only have one pump on. The first pump, and that is sufficient enough to pressurize the airplane into departure. Alright. Vibration test, and this is the old quantity test. We already set everything on the pressurization computer. So we're just testing the lights. Perfect. Alright, let's give that annunciator a test. Still have the left forward entry open. And that's all. Oil cooler norm. Fuel dump panel. Valve and transit lights are working. Very good. Flight recorder, we just set that. Engine fire detection lights are working. Switches are all in the A and B. And let's skip the Bella test. Perfect. APU's running. Give this a test. We can set our flow to 7. That is like in the ideal range. And last but not least, our circuit breakers are all in, none are popped. And that means we're now ready for departure, so go ahead and get our doors closed. Alright, the door shut, that light should disappear. Alright, it's very good. Our doors are all closed. How's the galley door open? You can go ahead and close that as well. And the light disappears. Let's verify that happens. Alright, there we go. And the APU is back working again and on bus. So you can go ahead and get rid of the external. The external power is off. The GPU, rather. And you know what? No, but yeah. We can. Our power is gone, and let's go ahead and say hello to our passengers before we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking from the flight deck. On behalf of myself and the rest of the flight crew on board today, I would love to thank you all very much for choosing to fly with us, and of course welcome you all on board. First, we're going to go over to safety, and I will give you guys a quick little overview of what the weather during our flight is going to be looking like. So first, please make sure your seatbelts are all fastened as long as the seatbelt signs are illuminated. And we do encourage you to keep them on even when the seatbelt signs are off. Just in case of the events of unexpected turbulence. When the seatbelt signs are off, you may all feel free to get up and move about the cabin and use the toilets. This is a smoking-free flight. Smoking is prohibited on this aircraft and all American Airlines flights. For weather today, we're just looking at some light rain coming out of Fort Worth. And we will just be flying through a little bit of clouds. And we should not expect much turbulence during our departure. We should not really expect any turbulence at all during our departure out of Fort Worth. Taking a look at LAX, we may expect a nice little bit of turbulence, and I will give you all an update once we're getting closer and we're about to start a descent into LAX. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask one of our lovely crew members on board. And once again, thank you all very much for choosing to fly with us, and we hope you all have a safe and enjoyable flight. Okay. That on. VHF1. And we're now ready to go. Air conditioning should be, yeah. But I left that off. Alright. Go ahead and shut the cockpit door. And dim the lights. We're getting ready to go. Alright. Perfect. Go ahead and start our recording. And we're still on Unicom. No controllers in Fort Worth still. Okay. Beacon on, we are ready to go. Prepare for departure. Yep.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Oh yes, let's also go over a taxi briefing just real quick.
Departure checks complete.
And
Bypass pin inserted.
go ahead and go to the page. So we will be taking off 17 right, so we can just expect Kilo. Just expect for Kilo Lima. Just straight ahead through Kilo.
Locking gear.
Yeah, Lima. That would make more sense. So I will take Echo Kilo to Lima. Echo Kilo Lima. And we can taxi to Echo Hotel. Let's make a left turn.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Why are we starting our turn so fast? Alright, oh yeah. Pretty much coming out the gates. Alright, cool. Alright, we can start our engines now. 3, 1, 2 in that sequence, as always. Start valve is open on 3. And limits are coming up, and we're getting our oil pressure. Very good. Low pressure light is out. We can inject our fuel.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
You know what? 17 right is usually a landing runway. Pardon would be 8. Well, our takeoff's here, so we can leave what is set. And that's fine. Alright, we have a good start on engine 3. The valve is closed. The start valve is closed. Alright. Starting 1, valve is open, start valve. And limits and oil pressure. Oil pressure over here. And low pressure filter light is out. Low oil pressure light is out rather. Start valve is closed. We have a good start on engine 1. And last but not least, the tail engine. Engine number 2. Valve is open, start valve is open. We have our end limits perking up and our oil pressure perking up as well. Very good. One more low oil pressure lights. Let's introduce fuel. Start valve is closed. We have a good start. All engines. Very good. So we can remove the tug. Confirm good engine
Cockpit to
starts.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
And we're going to do our after starts procedure. Alright, generator 1 is on bus. Let's get the rest. And now we can kill the APU. There we go. Alright, hydraulics. Let's get on the second pump on the B system, and let's turn on the fuel pumps that are off.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, all pumps are on. No more low pressure lights. And we're ready to go, so let's go ahead and brief over the episode checklist. Start levers, idle, or we can come over here and do that, right? That's for our captain, that's not part of it. Start levers,
Bypass pin removed.
idle, detent. Beacon lights are on.
Right is clear.
Lights on. Engine anti-ice is not needed. Engine anti-ice. Blank, so I'll just read it as checked. Alright. Engineer, it's your time to shine. Electrical power check. Boost pumps check. Heat pumps are both on. Hydraulic pressure check. And it's in green. Hydraulic pressure is normal. And no lights. We're ready to go. Fort Worth traffic, good afternoon, American 3317, taxiing, runway 17 right, Echo, Kilo, Lima, Echo Hotel. Can't really see where the trim is at. Where is the needle? Let's slow down a little bit. So let's make this turn on the Kilo first. Or no, Lima. I meant Lima. Taxiing to Lima. Alright, we're clear right and clear left. Teachers really did check the left first. How did they oversteer that? Alright, oh. It's way below where it should be. Below where it should be. Oh, I probably already set it. Yeah. It automatically sets just from using the takeoff calculator. I did do that. And I forgot. So, I fixed it now. Perfect. Alright, so let's get out the taxi checklist. Flaps on the runway and green lights. Check. Takeoff data and EPR bugs are set. Stabilizer trim, check. Propellant, check. Flight controls. Aileron left, neutral. Aileron right, neutral. Elevator up, neutral. Down on the elevator, neutral. Rudder left. Rudder neutral, rudder right, rudder neutral. Keep taxiing straight ahead. Alright, flight controls checked. Yaw dampers checked, and seatbelts, shoulder harnesses checked. For engineer, air conditioning panel. X. Alright, packs are on, and at this point, since we're getting close to the runway, let's do that as well. Perfect. Alright, galley power check. Fuel heat check. Auto pack trip check, and seatbelt, shoulder harnesses check. Before takeoff, icing conditions check. Cabin alerts check. Ignition is on. It is guarded. That is right up there. And we're going to turn for a takeoff. Anti-skid, we can go ahead and turn that on. This point's coming up on the turn that we need to be making. Anti-skid is on. Strobe lights, we can get that on at this point. Transponder check, and for engineer, APU light is out. Boost pumps are on and check, and oil cooler check. So let's do everything else we need to do. Alright, let's put that on altitude reporting. Good. Fort Worth traffic, American 3317 is departing 17 rights. Alright, we're clear both sides. Yep. So we're taking off. Alright, takeoff thrust is set. Takeoff thrust set. Air, speed alive. I forgot the taxi. You're going to turn off 80 knots. Pushing for neutral pressure on the stick on the control wheel. B1 rotates, and yep. fast rotation. Gear up. Very nice takeoff. And it was fast. Alright. Flaps 5 on the speed. And now let's make our turn. Heading 190. 190 for a few miles. We'll shot that turn a little bit. Flaps 2. At this point, we can. Oh yeah, not yet. Still flaps out. Alright, flaps are coming up. And I'm going to engage autopilot and go for that heading select. Alright. So flaps are up, so we can go ahead and increase our speed. It'll be around 170. Did forget to do that. Didn't even bother setting. Let's go speed hold. And altitude select. Well. Alright. We have autopilot on. Close to 250 knots. There we go. And now let's go ahead and turn to intercept our course. Alright, I have to take out checklist. Gears off. Landing lights off. And we can turn off the taxi lights. And the rest of it, let me just go ahead and... Alright. At this point, we can go ahead... Oh, it's engaging. Yeah, 320 for today. Already passing 10,000 feet, so let me go ahead and lower that nose. They climb out really fast today. Plane is a rocket. Flying a rocket straight out of the 60s. Very nice. Very nice performance. And I will set standard. Go ahead and do that now. And one thing I did forget to do is turn off the middle bleeds. And that's for normal operation. For the hats. And at this point we can go speed hold again. Look at climb out speed. Go ahead and intercept our course. Oh, I thought I turned this on as well. Cool. Our window's sitting freeze, so we're good. All right, now let's briefly have the takeoff checklist. I was doing plenty of things there, so I'm briefing it kind of late. All right, ignition check, seatbelts, no smoking check, landing lights off, logo light is off, and past 1,000 feet. We can also turn off the runway turn-offs, and we can turn off the seatbelts at this point. Perfect. Gear lever off, engineer. Hydraulics check. Still have good pressure. And auto pack trip is out. Took a cabin pressure as well. Very good. For climbing. Good cabin pressure. Oh, and nav lock. And it engaged quickly this time. Very quickly. Let's make sure I selected that for 3-2. Sometimes I forget to rearm it. Alright, we're on course now. Very good at 18,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are off. Let's go ahead and announce that to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once again. Here now climbing to a flight altitude of 32,000 feet. So we're just shy of 20,000. This airplane does climb really fast. At this point, I have turned off the seatbelt signs, so you all may feel free to move about the cabin and visit the lavatory as you wish. And once again, I'd love to thank you all very much for choosing to fly with us. And we hope to see you again on another trip. Perfect. And let me do something with the lighting in the cabin. Daytime, we can turn on, well, the window lights we can leave on. Let's just turn off the ceiling lights. And the galley light, we can get that off. Oh, galleys, no. Leave that on. Disregard. That stays on. Alright, and now at this point we are on our way, so I will mute the mic, and in editing I will perhaps time lapse this or cut out a lot of the grooves just to save time in the video, and fast forward to configuring the airplane for arrival. Alright, I'm back in my seat and I'm back in my mic, obviously. So, at this point, we are getting ready to cross Gabble. So, at this point, I want to start configuring the aircraft for our arrival. And I want to start descending
United 22
at
Los Angeles
Upper
Center, climb and
Monroe.
maintain flight level 330.
That's a good. Or at Midler, rather. At Midler, I would like to start descending.
Frontier Flight 4401, contact Oakland Center,
So we can go ahead
132.2,
and go to our landing configuration. We can start with that first. So if we get our weather, we take a look at our weather. Let me go into
Southwest 5747, radar contact, say altitude.
Navigraph.
Current altitude is
And take a look.
080.
Or we could just
Southwest
information
5747, climb
from
unrestricted, maintain flight level
easy.
280.
do 60 at
Climb
50 knots.
unrestricted,
Once
we can
again,
maintain
altimeter
flight level
2999.
5747.
Let's see.
Frontier Flight
How close we match we have.
4401, contact Oakland Center, 132.2.
Alright, pretty much. Altimeter is currently 3001.
Rocket Jet 50, Denver is closed,
Let's
radar service terminated, change to
Going
advisory
for
frequency approved.
2999 because that will change once we get closer.
750, thank you. See you.
Frontier Flight 4401, contact Oakland Center, 132.2.
Contact Sam, please.
Contact Oakland Center, 132.2.
Airlines 132.2 for Frontier.
And the temperature, that's way off.
Taxi
No, we're
65
just getting
Quebec
negative
Sierra,
38.
Salt Lake City Center closed, radar service terminated, change
Interesting.
to advisory frequency is approved.
Unicom, thanks for being on flotation. 5 Quebec Sierra, we'll see you.
Yep.
The actual
American
temperature is...
3317, LA Center, are you on frequency?
If for American 3317 is with you, LA Tower. I'm sorry, LA Center.
American 3317, Los Angeles Center, radar contact. Stalling 5, Tango Sierra, contact SoCal approach, 128.05, so long.
Oh, dense. Oops. We don't really
Stalling
have
5,
a keeper.
Tango Sierra, contact
working
SoCal
like that.
approach,
Try to hit backspace.
128.05.
24.
November 315, Tango Sierra,
And for
contact
winds,
SoCal
we can once
approach,
again expect
128.05.
260 at 15. Perfect, okay. And we will be using flaps 30. Perfect. Alright, our speeds and everything are set. Very good. And we can go over our briefings real quick. So let's go ahead and start with our arrival. From Hollywood. From Hollywood on, we're going to track 251.
American 34 Delta, contact Oakland Center, 132.2.
252 to Avatar. Here's all the restrictions and everything. The constraints, rather. And then next would be day at above 17,000. What up at above 15,000. Neil at above 14. And then last on our arrival will be Sivu between 14,000 and 12,000. Perfect.
Alexander, hello, United 1362 with you passing through 8,000 feet on the summer 2 departure.
All up in there.
Yeah,
Very good.
1363
And
LA Center, climb
also,
and maintain flight level
let's go ahead
340.
and
Climb and level 340, United
set up our
1363.
approach. We can expect ILS 25 left. ILS 25 left.
United 3493, contact SoCal approach 128.05, take care.
And we have all the restrictions in there.
128.05, United 3493, so long.
Alright, Cebu between 14 and 12. Very good.
Delta 1844, contact SoCal approach 128, correction, contact
now let's go
center
ahead and
132.2,
go
take
to
care.
our
132.2,
approach. Get that information in there. Do 5 left, which is what we can expect. Alright. And here it is. Localizer is 109.9. Approach course is 251. And we can cross check GG at 1900, 1900, 1.9 thousand. Our decision height will be 200. Airport elevation 128. Our misapproach briefing rather climb to 2000, heading 251 into crossing the SMO of VOR 160, left turn heading 236, then outbound. Left turn again heading 195 to Catley, and we'll hold there. We'll hold there. And that's the briefing and everything. Very good. We have that in place. So let's go ahead and perhaps we
American
could. Oh, yeah.
3317, descend via the Hollywood 1 arrival, Ontario altimeter 3001.
Descend Hollywood 1, altimeter 3001. Alright, perfect. At this point, I will. Well, we can wait a little bit.
United
We have
2626,
36 miles.
just verify you're descending via the arrival.
I'm going to
Looks
descend
like
I'm going to start descent
you're
after
profile
midway.
level there for a second.
And
United 2626,
start by.
yeah, I'm sending on that Iron Man. I guess that's a little high
24,000.
there.
Roger.
Flight level 240. We'll pre-select that now. Alright, very good, very good. And for all the brakes, again, go max. And once again, for approach,
Good evening, LA Center, Frontier Flight 4500, flight level 355.
109.9.
Frontier Flight 4500, LA Center, roger.
Go ahead and enter that. Where we go here? Well, I don't know. This airplane is buggy sometimes, so just in case, I will set our nav to 109.9, our left nav. Perfect. All right. That's already pre-selected. Very good.
United 2626, contact SoCal approach 128.05, good night.
Contacting SoCal approach Unit 2626. Yeah.
All right, and we can start our checklist. How many miles? 22. Okay. All right. Descent and descent / approach checklist. Seatbelt shoulder harnesses check. Seatbelts no smoking on. Anti-ice check. Brake pressure check. Brake pressure is normal. Air lever check. Arrival briefing complete. Altimeters, cross check them. And Ontario altimeter will be 3001, so it can. I don't have to set that now. Alright, landing data and EPRs are already set. Landing data set. Yep. Already have that here. And for our engineer, seatbelt shoulder harnesses check. Fuel panel check. And we have plenty of fuel still on board, of course. Fuel heat is off. Fuel heat's off. Cabin altitude checked. And circuit breakers checked. Perfect.
United 1363, clear direct stoked.
Clear direct stoked, United 1363.
LA Center, Southwest 167, climb through.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Good evening.
Southwest 167, Los Angeles
We are
Center,
just about
climb and maintain
to
flight
start
level
our
380.
descent in about
Climb maintain flight level
2
380,
minutes.
Southwest 167.
And once again, thank you for flying with us. We hope you have all had a safe and comfortable flight. For our descents, we can expect some turbulence up to severe, so please make sure you all have your seatbelts fastened,
Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 400.
because I would not like any of you to potentially bump your heads against the ceiling. So once again, for that reason, please keep your seatbelts on until the seatbelt signs are off on the ground. And we will see you again once we're in LAX. Alright. Oops. Oh, not off. Let's start our descent.
November 647, routing to Santa Rosa, advise ready to copy.
Yeah, we should be at 280.
Copy 6%.
Going down. We'll hold the speed here.
November 647 is cleared direct to Boulder City, Bravo Lima Delta, direct to Bravo Tango Yankee, direct Romeo Uniform Sierra, Mike Echo, direct Santa Rosa Airport.
Alright, direct Bravo Lima Delta, direct Bravo.
Oh, we're descending kind of fast.
Direct Romeo Victor, General Mike Echo, and direct Santa Rosa.
Citation 647 after Bravo Tango Yankee, it's Romeo Uniform Sierra, Mike Echo.
Romeo Uniform Sierra Mike Echo, citation
2,000 feet per
Citation
minute.
647, read back correct.
So we are a little bit fast. We don't have to be descending
Frontier
that
Flight 4500,
fast.
descend via the Ironman 2 arrival, Los Angeles, altimeter 3001.
Descend via the Ironman 2 in the altimeter 3001, Frontier Flight 4500.
Elder Center, hello, 641, direct MP, passing 7,000 to climbing.
Swiss 41 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Up to 310, 641.
Beautiful looking approach. I will take another screenshots. There we go. And this cockpit does like to get a little bit dark, so you can call for some lighting at this point. go for some lighting.
833, London Center, very good evening.
A little bit brighter than that in the overhead, definitely.
Acting transition, flight level 360.
Super 33 Los Angeles Center, radar contact.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 3236, passing 14.5.
Delta 3236 Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb, maintain flight level 370, Delta 3236.
November 647, are you time accelerating by chance?
Shouldn't be November 6th.
Roger, it might just be the way my radar is displaying your tracks.
Bruins restriction where we should be at 280 knots. See what our speed is looking like. Pretty much up on 280 knots.
Just 211, passing from flight level 130 to 150.
Oh, they're at
1347 inbound clip car with you.
Jetstar 211 Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
370, Jetstar 211.
American 3317, contact SoCal approach 128.05.
SoCal approach 128.05, and thank you for the ATC, and have a great night.
Southwest 5747, descend via the Angel 4 arrival.
Send via Angel 4 arrival, Southwest 5747.
Southwest 608, wind 250, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, Southwest 608.
Alright. 19. Okay. 19,000. Flight level 190.
Southwest 608, just for the future, when I say taxi via Bravo, it just means that you go all the way down to the runway at Bravo 1, just for the future.
Hey, roger that, my bad.
All good, just for the future.
American 1476, your departure 25 right.
American 1476, RNAV to Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Docker 25 right, clear for takeoff, American 1476.
Sending nice and easy.
United 3493, wind 310 at 17, runway 31 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 31 left, United 3493.
SoCal 5 Tango Sierra as the field. Southwest 608, radar contact, say altitude.
Alright, next
Southwest 608,
is
radar
Dan.
contact, say altitude.
Southwest 608, we'll pass an 1800 for 15,000.
November 315 Tango Sierra, you said you had the field? South Tango Sierra has the field. November 315 Tango Sierra, cleared visual approach, runway 16 right. Cleared visual 16 right, South Tango Sierra. United 2626, descend and maintain 2,600.
Descend and maintain 2,600, United 26.
American 1476, radar contact, say altitude.
American 1476, 2.5.
American 1476, climb via the SID.
Climbing via the summer 2 on American 1476.
Alright, it looks like we're meeting a little bit of turbulence, and I can feel those winds. 15,000, what up? That is the next one. And descend a little bit faster. Increase that vertical speed by pulling back on the thrust, on the throttle.
American 1476, contact LA Center 126.52.
26 on American 1476, okay.
Southwest 608, contact LA Center 126.52.
126.52 for Southwest 608.
Oh, 15,000.
American 3317, SoCal approach, you up?
Affirm American 3317 at 16,000.
American 3317, LA altimeter 3001 at Seaview, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Cleared ILS 25 left.
American 33, Seaview, cleared ILS 25 left.
Cleared ILS 25 left, American 3317.
November 315, Tango Sierra, wind 08085, runway 16 right, clear to land. Clear around 16 right, fast Tango Sierra.
And we can go speed over.
SoCal approach frontier flight
Nice
4500, descending through flight level 210 on the Ironman 2. Frontier flight 4500, SoCal approach low
so
altimeter 3001. Do you prefer runway 25 left or 24 right? If we could get 24 right, that'd be perfect. Frontier flight 4500. Roger, expect it.
14,000.
Expect 24 right, Frontier flight 4500. Delta 2626, turn right heading 100, vectors to final.
Alright.
Sorry, I meant United 2626, turn right heading 100, vectors to final.
Turn right heading 100, United 2626.
12,000.
Southwest 5747 with you at flight level 260.
Southwest 5747, SoCal approach, low LA altimeter 3001 at Circus, cleared ILS runway 24 right approach.
Cleared ILS 24 right approach, Southwest 5747.
And we can, at this point, go vectors to final. We've been cleared. Yep.
United 2626, turn right heading 220 and start localizing.
Right heading 220. Aircraft 25 heavy with you on taxi.
Heading 252. Heading mode.
Air France 25
Here we
Heavy,
go.
SoCal departure. Just for the future, you need to request pushback onto a taxiway. It's all good. Runway 24 left taxi via Kilo Echo, altimeter 3001.
Taxi back to the I'm looking at 3031.
3001 altimeter.
3,000.
Day 2626, 5 miles from Honda, maintain 2,600 close optional localizer, cleared ILS, runway 25 left approach.
Maintain 2,600, so establish on localizer, clear 25 left approach, Unit 2626.
Already get out some speed breaks points. Get down to 250 knots.
Good evening, SoCal approach. United 110 Heavy on the ground here in San Diego. On the apron, ready to taxi runway.
United 110 Heavy, SoCal departure, runway 27 taxi via Bravo.
Speed hold.
Runway 27 taxi via Bravo. United 110.
And we're coming up on 10,000 feet, so runway turn offs, come on. Runway turn offs are on. And we will be intercepting that. We'll be intercepting their course again. So let me arm that.
United 2626, wind 2307, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 left, United 2626.
Make sure it captures. There it is. Perfect. A little bit over 250 knots. Actually, let's slow down a little bit more. Slow down a lot more. As a matter of fact. Yeah. Up on 230 knots.
Approach, good afternoon. It's
Good
helicopter
speed for us.
16069er.
For 16069, SoCal departure.
And I'll put away the speed
269
breaks.
of Van Nuys requesting VFR departure to the south. Destination is going to be John Wayne Airport, requesting the
Oh, never
shoreline
mind.
route
Yeah,
outbound.
we can bring them back.
16069, Roger, I say aircraft type.
Do maintain
Aircraft
a
type
nice
is
vertical
a,
speed. Get us down.
These 500 helicopters.
Or 16069, Roger, squawk 2405, departure frequency 128.05.
Alright, 2405 squawk and 2805 for departure for 069.
It's 315, Tango Sierra, taxi break via Alpha.
I'm here off for 5 Tango Sierra.
5 Tango, so sorry, it's park to be Bravo.
Via Bravo 5 Tango Sierra.
Or 16069, departures at your own risk and maintain VFR at or below at or below 3,500.
RVFR below 3,500 departure my own risk. We're moving now for 069, thanks.
No problem, 9 November 69, the altimeter 299.
Center 8.
To go.
And descending kind of fast. Bring out those speed brakes. And they are getting kind of weak, it seems.
Air France 25 Heavy, just for the future, you're supposed to hold short all the way at the end when I say taxi via Echo. It's all good. Runway 24 left at Romeo, clear for takeoff. RNAV 2 Delray.
And definitely so we can level off.
RNAV 2 Delray, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we're maintaining a nice speed.
United 110 Heavy, wind 250 at 5, runway
There we
27,
go.
clear for takeoff.
And we put away the speed brakes. Points.
November 1606, sorry, radar contact altitude.
369 is at about 1,000 feet under.
Frontier Flight 4500, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend, maintain 4000, Frontier Flight 4500.
And we're coming up on it, so let's descend to 2,000 at this point.
American 3317 traffic 737 over the numbers, runway 25 left, cleared to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2 by 737. American 3317.
Or 16069 clear through LA Bravo airspeed of shoreline route southbound. Maintain VFR below 150 feet LA altimeter under 3001.
Clear through the Bravo via shoreline route, maintain VFR below 150 feet for 369.
Slow down to about, yeah, 120 knots or 210 knots would be a better speed, I would say, for us.
Clear 25 left, United 2626.
Yeah, 3493 there, clear 31.
Delta 1997 SoCal departure runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
And we're coming right up on the
United
runway.
3493 parking via Whiskey
Very nicely.
Okay, over
A little bit over the
United 2626, that's for me.
point we can go
please just stop
into
talking over people, just wait for your turn. I'm going to get to United 2626, join hotel, cross 25 right at Juliet, taxi to parking via Charlie.
United 2626, actually it's good.
and let's maintain our heading. So, yep. Oh no.
Air SoCal approach, United 346, requesting push up Delta, please.
Put that in approach mode.
1478 SoCal departure level runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
And we're about to come up
Yeah,
on
346
it.
SoCal departure push on to
I'm just
Delta
going to
Proof
capture.
East advisory taxi in squawk mode normal.
Would that be ready for taxi?
Point and slow down and start getting out for laps.
Sorry, you're ready for taxi, you said, or do you need
Alright.
pushback?
We'll go for flaps 2.
We'll call for taxi.
And we're getting the alerts, huh?
Yeah, I was just giving you the pushback
Pardon me.
because I thought you're going to need to push onto Delta, so push onto Delta's Proof face East advisory taxi.
Face is ready for taxi, United 346.
United 110 radar contact, say altitude.
United 110, passing 4,000, you have.
And I'm going to disengage the autopilot because for some reason it does not want to capture, so I'm going to manually fly it down. I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and
flight
do it.
4500, descend and maintain 2600.
Descend and maintain 2600, Frontier Flight 4500.
The airplane on that stabilizer. And speed brakes. Get them gone. Yeah. Alright. I thought the localizer was going to capture like 5 miles before, but I guess not. That's okay, I'm hand flying it down. So, once you get our speed down.
United 110 heavy contact, Alley Center 126.52, good night.
Over 126.5.
Speed does not want to come down for us. Huh. Throttle idle is the only way to get it
Delta
down.
1997,
Oh, we're getting a warning from
runway
that.
27,
Alright.
clear for takeoff.
Here we go. Got it under control a little bit more. Oh. Why? Flaps 5. At this point, you can go gear down and go for flaps 15. A little bit off on this approach, but this aircraft flies funny. So, you at this point want to get it configured. Or a little bit low on the approach. But I have the airplane under control, and we're doing our thing. Flaps 15, gear down.
269, stop sign.
And yep, we're on the ILS on the glide slope. So yeah, that also means landing lights on. Yep. Alright. Slow down more. And
make sure you
this
turn your
point,
transponder to still off.
again, go ahead and give laps down to 30, work them down.
Picture flight 4500, traffic to follow traffic 2 o'clock, 10 miles of westbound, descending through 6,500 is the Boeing 737.
We're looking Frontier Flight 4500.
Picture, if you don't have it, it's no worries.
530.
And we have them now, Frontier Flight 4500.
Let's not get too
Flight
high.
4500, roger, follow that traffic, clear visual approach, runway 24 right.
Follow the traffic, clear the visual approach, 24 right, Frontier Flight 4500.
We're coming down nice and easy.
Southwest 5747, maintain 180 knots or greater until Kobe. Wind at 2307, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Maintain 180 knots.
And I did VRAP plus 5. And we're doing a little black. Yep, we come. Dang.
Set my approach for the Jet 2234 with you, holding short, Shelby 9.
And it wasn't bad.
RC1. I heard JetBlue 234, runway
Reverse
25
is
right,
out.
taxi via Bravo.
And also
Alaska 1478, wind 2505, runway 27, clear takeoff.
And SoCal, you're at 346 with Romeo for taxi.
Frontier Flight 4500, reduce the final approach.
Reduce the final approach, Frontier Flight 4500.
alright. You're vacating the runway.
Delta 1997, contact Valley Center 126.52, good night. For 16069, once you leave the Bravo, did you want flight following? And if you do, do you have a destination?
Yeah, affirmative for 069.
16069, roger, do you have a destination in mind?
South Call approach, American 3317, runway 25 left, vacated.
American 3317, cross 25 right at Juliet, taxi to Park via Charlie, good night.
Cross 25 right at Juliet, taxi, Charlie parking, and thank you for the ATC.
Good night. Frontier Flight 4500, 4 miles on trail of a Boeing 737, runway 24 right, clear to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2, runway 24 right, Frontier Flight 4500.
Alright.
Over 16069, proceed on course via process, user discretion, remain clear, belly Bravo airspace.
069, walk out.
You cross this, I will clean up the airplane and everything. Let me start cleaning it up now.
SoCal departure, United 346, ready for taxi with Romeo.
Air 346, runway 2 for left taxi via Echo.
2 for left
Early
Echo,
departing.
United 346.
Alaska 1478, radar contact, say altitude.
And we can consider parking. Alright.
Roger.
Know exactly what the AAL terminal where it would be, so I'm just going
16069, Long
to
Beach,
choose
altimeter
any
3222.
parking at random that we can get. And that's cool with us. I did put up the flaps. Thought I didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles, California. This is the captain speaking, and once again, I hope you all have enjoyed your flight with us, and we hope to see you again sometime. And thank you for flying with us. The current local time is 8:45 p.m.
Alright,
Just
let's
got
get
that.
Can't let him get away with this.
American 3317, just so you know, you transmitted that on the frequency.
Out of
Welcome, yeah.
What's our gate?
What's that?
Delta 1226, ready
I missed
to
what he
taxi.
just said.
JetBlue 234 for the future. When I say taxi, Bravo means you go all the way down. Runway 25 right at Foxtrot.
The
Turn left to
transition
Doctor,
out
clear
of
for
the
takeoff.
frequency.
And that's the current.
Okay.
Clear for takeoff from 25 right, roger.
Alaska
Now
1478,
down.
contact LA Center 126.52.
126.52, Alaska 1478, see you later.
So yeah, November 16069, radar contact loss.
And let's go ahead and look for parking.
United
Let's start the
346, runway
view.
24 left, full incline up away.
24 left, full left, line
The
up
view
away.
starting.
Good evening, approach Delta 1226, ready to taxi.
Delta 1226, runway 24, SoCal departure, runway 24 left, taxi Echo.
Runway 24 left, taxi via Echo. Delta
Alright.
1226.
After landing
Yeah, 346,
checklist.
just, you know, when I say full length, it means you have to go all the way down to the start of the runway.
Understood. When you say that
Sweet.
elderly and the turn.
The transition off. Nobody monitoring ground, but yeah, I do. Yeah. 228. After landing checklist, brake pressure check. Now I'm pressing the brakes. Flaps up, spoilers down, anti-skid can come off. Bye. Can't really reach that. Anti-skid off. Hit it. Let's park at the gate first. Stubborn click spots. I'll worry about that at the gates. One parking here. MD-90, interesting. Alright, anyway. Strobe lights off. Radar, transponder DME stand by. We can go, yep. And we're going with trim 0. Engineer, bleed valves check, APU check, and galley power check. Cool. I'll put it on. I think that's technically like just like standby mode. As a matter of fact, I did turn a little bit shallow just now. We're coming into the gate a little bit. Right there. Because now that gates is a little bit close. Got the parking brake set. Yep. Taxi light can come off. And trim. Go ahead and throw it up to 0. Oh, it's already set. Trim 0. Alright, perfect. And we're ready to shut down engines. We put the APU on bus. Almost forgot about that. So we don't lose power. There we go. Now the engines can go bye-bye. For all my viewers, thank you for watching and thank you for flying with me. And stay tuned for more. Hit that subscribe button, all of that. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.
The boarding requested.